Hello comrades, yes it's me, I'm back again, Yorkshireman now living in Wales, and I do hope everybody is okay and getting ready for Christmas. So at this point I will say happy Christmas to you, because I understand in some parts of the UK and no doubt other parts in Wales which I've not come across as yet, Christmas, saying happy Christmas or just Christmas itself is a banned word. So happy Christmas to you all. In fact, remember of course in Wales, blanket is also a banned word. Yes, and there you go, you see. The dictatorship is now taking hold by banning words. Who would have thought that, eh? Dear me. Anyway, so, comrades, today I'm going to refer to a couple of comments left on my YouTube channel. So, thank you people for watching and leaving comments, because I do find it very useful, and I do clearly read them. One reason is I don't get that many, so it's quite good that. And this one is from Mary Minty, which is a great name actually, and the problem with that is now I'm thinking of mint ice cream. Yes, there you go. Anyway, so Mary Minty makes a comment, and it's in reference to me trying to get replies from people, governments and the rest of it. And Mary Minty, like many thousands of us, and I say thousands of us, are actually having exactly the same issue. The fact is that our elected people don't seem to want to reply. So, Mary Minty in summary goes on to say, I've been trying to get in touch with Morgan and Drakeford. Yes, we know those are, don't they? Actually, technically, I'm guessing both of them are actually really unelected. And my own AM. Now then, so that means she's, Mary Minty, assuming she's a woman, oh dear, is in Mid Wales. So, hello, Mary. And she's decided that she's going to now get in touch with the Minister for Wales and say, well, what are my rights of reply? Now, I think that's a great thing forward, and I look forward to an update on that. Now then, my own take on this is our members of the Senate and even our unelected public officials really should be more careful with us all, because literally, when it comes to 2026, we will literally want to vote them out, and I'll tell you why. Simple as this. We pay you. We pay for everything you do. So when you sat down having your Christmas dinner, tucking in like this, and you got your eating up full because somebody else is paying your bill, and you're driving all over the place because somebody else is paying your bill, that's us. We're paying your bills. And when you go in Asda or wherever else you go, you need some new underwear and socks. That's us. We're paying for that. So really, you need to be a little bit more considerate of us all, because we're giving you money, albeit unwillingly. Yes, so that's my take on it all. Now the other comment is, as you can see, is Morgan Thunder, which is a great comment, and he describes net zero as nut zero. Now, one thing I do find very entertaining in things like the world of social media is people have this great ability to come up with fantastic names, and I love this, net zero, nut zero. He then goes on to say, as you can see, it's the biggest scam I ever thought of. I do agree with him, and I can now confirm 100% that it is a scam, because if it wasn't a scam, they would not have cancelled the Cambrian Line train. Yes, they would have kept it running to say, yes, we're keeping this running because it's important people have access to public transport, because that underpins our net zero policy. Oh, right, so as I say, it really is quite easy now just to catch them out, and that's why net zero doesn't exist anymore in Wales. I do need to write to whoever the climate czar is and just say, can you please rescind it? Oh well, I never voted for it anyway. So back to Mary Minty. Now Mary Minty also it gave me a bit of learning today. Yes, I learned something today, and every day I always like to say is a school day. So as you can see, Mary Minty calls the Assembly in Cardiff the Circumlocation Office. Never heard of that before. Luckily, pleased to say, she put it's a Dickins novel. So at that point I thought, right, let me have a look and see what this is about. And it's here, there you go, I found it using the magic of the internet. Charles Dickins. Now I've heard of that bloke, I do believe he's quite famous, and I think he's quite apt for Christmas. Yes, maybe. Anyway, look when it was written, about 1850s. You have to laugh, don't you? So in 1850, Charles Dickens came up with this sort of things like this. Quote unquote, it being one of the principles of the Circumlocation Office, never on any account whatever to give a straightforward answer. Wow, and that was in 1850s. And then the other quote there is, whatever was required to be done, the Circumlocution Office was beforehand with all the public departments of the art of perceiving how not to do it. Again, quote unquote, you can't fault it. Again, so what I've learned from this is Charles Dickens, from his lived experience or everything else, or from his mate's experience, literally is saying that this is what governments do in 1850. Now, remember, they're trying to eradicate history and change history to a different narrative. And this is why. Because what they don't want is all us plebs, us underlings, us non-elite, to be able to look them in the eye and say, are you trying to do a Charles Dickens on me? Because if I remember this, that's what I'll be saying. Hey, are you a Charles Dickens man? And they'll be like, what do you mean? Do you not know the book? Look it up, learn something. All I'm trying to say is, they've been doing it forever and forever. And so we need to make sure we remember all of this. And if you've got books, don't get rid of them. Put them in a box, keep them to one side. Because I feel quite sure that somehow they'll start wanting us to burn the books. I think there was a political party at one time did that, and apparently it was frowned upon. It's an odd world we live in anyway. So if you want to look the book up, that's what it's about there. You can pause the video and do a search on it. But what did make me laugh, and it's the bottom line on this bit I've put up here. There's a bloke here, Michael Rosef, did an essay, must have been about this book, in 2008. Quote unquote, everything the government touches turns to shite. Right, I like that one. Now, this did remind me, because again, remember, I'm trying to get hold people to account here one way or another. And I thought, well, I'm sure I've sent an email about this, and I did. I sent it to the Welsh Government in February 2024. And I asked a question, as you can see in this email here. Again, pause it. And it says that the First Minister will be accountable to the Senate and the public for his or her actions in respect of special advisers. Well, right. Second was, holders of public office are accountable to the public. I asked the question, well, how are they going to do it? You can see it in blue. Because I can't find anything. I got the reply back, and the reply back is not really unsurprisingly, but it goes on to say the First Minister is the ultimate judge of standards of behaviour expected of a minister. Now, at that point I should have then realised that yes, this is now a dictatorship. So I'm a bit out, I've let myself down there, so I apologise, comrades, for letting the party down. But anyway, I've had it now confirmed twice to me. Right. Now the interesting thing is they don't actually then go on to go about people's holders of the public office. And now this is the interesting bit for me, is so a civil servant is having a secret investigation which no one else gets to see. Now, I always thought that was like in other countries that happen, secret investigations into people. Well, our times have changed anyway, so I am correct, we are living in some sort of dictatorship where we have secret investigations. Now, regarding accountability, as you can see on this second paragraph here, or third paragraph should I say, the reply back from the Welsh Government is that, well, the accountability is through the election cycle. Right, okay. Now, and they don't feel the need, and this is another documentations I've got, that people need to be told that because people are fully aware of it. Now, my issue with all of that is that, first off, just put it in. When you say the accountable voice of people or whatever else, just say, but once every 4 to 5 years. Now, they won't put that because they know that's too damaging for them, because if people understood it and read it, they wouldn't like it. Now, again in this paragraph here, it goes on to say, in addition, members of the public can raise issues directly with the First Minister or other ministers. Well, that's a lie, because they don't have to reply to us. So this third paragraph is totally made up. It's irrelevant because there's nothing in there for me or anybody else to compel them to reply to us. And again, remember, let me just go back. Mary Minty has confirmed that. And I, my own experience, and many thousands of people, and I say thousands, have tried on Facebook and everywhere else, and other social media sites, to write, and still no reply, still no reply. So, remember, we have to keep writing, we have to keep on to them, to try and hold them to account. All I would say is, on a more positive note, there's more and more people are getting aware of what's going on, and they're not happy with it. So, when we start getting all the propaganda stuff kicking off in 25 about we're accountable to you, we're the voice of peoples. No, they're not interested. Remember your own lived experience. And remember, all this has happened in 1850s. So I remember Charles Dickins being stitched up, and how governments do the best not to do anything. Right, thank you for watching. Hope everything's going okay with you all, and well, you're looking forward to some sort of festive fun. Pop off to church, whatever you want to do. Sure, that'll wind some people up. Church, oh good lord. Anyway, yeah, catch you on the other side. Tip, subscribe, leave a comment, and well, enjoy.